And good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Granville Central School Gym here in Granville, New York. As tonight, Nivett Media Sports brings you Adirondack League Girls High School Basketball. It's the Golden Horde of Granville and the Cougars of North Warren. Tonight's game being brought to you from the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center, located tonight at Granville Central School. Also brought to you by the Pine Grove Motel, Barlow Electric, Scarlato's Car Hop, and Fred's Pharmacy. Well, welcome in, everybody. I'm Keith Harrington. I'll have the play-by-play call for you tonight. The Golden Horde and the Cougars of North Warren. And this is an upstart North Warren team, a team that's a veteran team. Could be the best girls team North Warren has had in quite some time. Their boys team, of course, are the defending Class D state champions. And now the girls trying to make their mark. And here's a drive to the basket for the first shot attempt of the game. And there's a whistle and a foul as Isabella Tucci, who is the leading scorer for the Cougars, along with Addison Swan, goes to the line. And the first shot by Isabella Tucci is good. There's also Gianna Tucci, a sophomore, number 11, for the Cougars. Tucci short off the front iron, the rebound pulled down by the Golden Horde. And here's Claire Gould, now up top for Martell. Martell wants to go inside for Olson. A little high-low action, up and good by Paige Taylor. Very well executed. Coach Keith Beatty's got to be happy with that high-low action right there for the Golden Horde. They're going to go with a little pressure defense here. Trying to cut that off. A reach in and a foul, and that's going to be on Paige Taylor. And that's the person they don't want in foul trouble. Taylor and Olson, their top two scorers on this team. Melanie Fisher, who had that rebound at the other end, also having a good start to the season. Here's a turnover. Taylor had that one land right in her lap. Here's Martell, finds the trailing Olson. Wanted to go to Gould out in the corner. And that is the starting five for the Golden Horde. They have Melanie Fisher, number 30, Paige Taylor, number 1, Ella Olson, number 22, Claire Gould, number 5, and Mackenzie Martell, number 3, in that starting five for the Granville Golden Horde. They'll put it in play underneath. This is Martell, wanted to go inside for Taylor, and coming away with it there for the Cougars is Alexis Smith. Here's Isabella Tucci. North Warren sets the offense. Gianna Tucci. They get it on the baseline. They go inside. Nice high-low action by the Cougars, but the block by Olson. Nice pass by Gianna Tucci, trying to go down low there to Isabella Tucci. Probably practiced that one out in the backyards of Chestertown and Pottersville several times, but here's a turnover. Down the lane, Swan lost the handle, got it back up, no good. The rebound pulled down by Claire Gould. Gould, an outstanding member of the field hockey team for the Golden Horde. Her shot was blocked by Tucci. The rebound, the putback attempt by Olson's no good. And it's last touch by the Cougars. It'll be Granville ball underneath their own basket. Not quite 2 minutes in here in the first quarter. A 1-point lead for the Horde. Olson almost turned it over. They go down low. Here's Martell. Kicks it out for Olson. Looks to attack the baseline. They cut her off. Shot clock down to 15. Still plenty of time. Taylor left alone for three. Halfway down and out. The rebound pulled down by Alexis Smith. They look to run. Here's Swan. Swan to the bucket. She's going to draw the foul. She's going to go to the line and shoot two. And the Golden Horde already with their third team foul. That's the first on Mackenzie Martell. And stepping to the line is Addison Swan, the junior. And the first one rolls out on her. As I said, this is a North Warren team who's expected to be better than they've been in the past. They have made great improvements. This group's been together a while. They're playing pretty well here early in the season. And we're tied at 2-2 as it's 1 out of 2 for Swan. Here's Taylor. Swan provides the pressure. Man-to-man. Slipping free was Martell. Tried to go to Olson. Now a tie-up. And the held ball is going to go on the arrow to the Golden Horde. You might notice only one official out there to start the game. The other official is en route. Goes inside, shot up and no good. The rebound by Fisher. Fisher got the first shot, got the second opportunity. And now here comes Swan. 5:30 to go, opening quarter. We're tied at 2. Underneath, the pass goes off the hands of Gianna Tucci. Lacey Bruno also out there with Swan, Smith, and the Tucci's. Granville ball, full court, man-to-man by the Cougars. Here's Gould, cut off by Isabella Tucci and called for the traveling violation. It'll be Cougars basketball. Substitution coming on for North Warren. It'll be Maya Higgins, number 20, a sophomore. Higgins will replace Gianna Tucci. As I said, one official out there right now, the other one on the way. Most people I know watching the game tonight are local, and we're getting some pretty good snow. The driving a little bit hazardous out there tonight, so that could be part of the delay in the official getting here. High post. Tucci wanted to go to Swan on the back door. It was broken up by the Golden Horde defense. Here comes Martell. Martell finds Gould. Gould now for Martell. On the baseline, Taylor. They go down low for Olsen. And a whistle and a foul. And that's going to be, I believe, on Isabella Tucci. And it will be on Tucci. That'll be her first, team's first. And to the line will be Ella Olsen. First shot by Olsen is no good. Olsen also has come on strong on the softball diamond for the Golden Horde. Has become an excellent pitcher. Plays travel ball during the offseason. She gets 1 out of 2. And is also a tremendous power hitter. Once again, that full court pressure. Here's Swan. The Golden Horde with a 1-point lead. Swan up top now for Higgins. They try to get it to Isabella Tucci at the high post, but Claire Gould's going to be whistled for the foul. And that is going to be the 4th team foul for the Golden Horde. That is the 5th foul, or the first foul rather, on Gould. Ball stripped away from behind as Bruno tried to make a move to the basket. Here's Martell. Higgins hustles back, but Higgins is going to foul Martell on her way to the basket. So the foul on Maya Higgins, her first, team's second, and to the line will be Mackenzie Martell. And the first one is up and good. Second shot from Martell is also good. And it's a 5-2 lead for the Golden Horde. Just under 4.5 to go in the opening quarter. Here for Bruno. Bruno throws over the top for Tucci, but throws too high over the top. It'll be a turnover. And it'll go back to the Golden Horde. Substitution in the game for Granville. And that is going to be number 24. Coming in, Lily Olsen. Here is Lily Olsen. Or not. Hold on, I'll get it figured out. Paige Taylor with a beautiful move to the bucket. Yeah, it is Lily Olsen. So a pair of Tucci's, a pair of Olsens. Not on the floor at all now. Just Gianna Tucci is on the bench at the moment. And speaking of the Tucci's, Isabella Tucci with the bucket up and good. And with 3:53 to go, opening quarter, it's Granville 7, North Warren 4. We've got a timeout on the floor. And let's hear from some of our sponsors. This is high school basketball on Niva Media Sports. Coming to you from the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center. And tonight's game being brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. A family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture. Just a 30-second timeout. So right back to the action here. 7-4, the Golden Horde, 3:53 to go, opening quarter here in Granville, Adirondack League girls basketball. Here's Mackenzie Martell, brings it up against Maya Higgins across the timeline. Makes a spin, goes to the wing for Paige Taylor. Taylor finds Lily Olson. Fisher with a little runner in the lane. Her shot's off the mark. Good hustle by Taylor to save it. It pops out to Martell. Taylor right back to Martell. Short jumper in the lane, no good. Battle for the rebound. And good hustle there by, it was number 2 getting down on the floor there, Alexis Smith for the Cougars, but now they're going to turn it over at the other end. So a wasted opportunity there as they turn the ball over after the good hustle play to get the ball back. Here's Martell, kicks it out for Lily Olson. Tried to pass it inside, but it was intercepted by Swan. Swan to the bucket, loses the handle, and it's going to be Granville basketball. Entering for the Golden Horde for the first time, Jalen Boynton, number 10. As we approach 3 minutes to go here, opening quarter, a 3-point lead for the Horde. Here's Mackenzie Martell, guarded by Higgins. Fisher goes out to the baseline. Taylor left wide open, jumper on the way, no good. And the rebound's pulled down by Alexis Smith. And a whistle and a foul, and that's going to be the second on Taylor. And that's going to put Granville over the limit. So we're going to have a bonus situation. And certainly not the situation you want to see if you're Coach Keith Beatty, the first-year coach for the Horde. And the shot by Smith is too strong off the back iron. So having one of your 2 top scorers already with 2 fouls could be problematic. Banks this one in, does Smith. And it's 7-5. The Cougars, who were down 5, now a 3-0 run. They're within 2. Here's Taylor, leaving her in there with the 3 fouls at this point. Olsen, baseline jumper off the nice pass from Fisher. Back out from Martell. Here's Taylor. Strong drive. Gets a strip by Swan. Higgins comes away with it. She loses it, but here's Bruno. Bruno brings it across midcourt. Cougars will set the offense. On the baseline, they wanted to go to Swan. A little miscommunication there, it looked like. Here comes Mackenzie Martell to the bucket. Shot up, no good. Olsen, the follow up and good. Olsen getting out, running the floor. Good effort play there by Ella Olsen. And with 2:09 to go in the opening quarter, it's 9-5 Granville. We've got a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. And we're going to tell you about the Pine Grove Motel. Pine Grove Motel, newly renovated rooms, comfortable and cozy, located in Granville, New York. Call 518-361-0488. If you're coming to Granville for the holidays, looking for a place to stay, try the Pine Grove Motel of Granville. 518-361-0488. So cold outside and cold in the Granville Central School gym, as both teams are having trouble getting the offenses warmed up. It's kind of like that old car when you go out in the driveway on a cold night and sputtering and spitting a little bit. 9-5, the Golden Horde. Here's Bruno. Now Higgins. Little zone action, 2-3 variety here for the Golden Horde. They go to Tucci. Back door for Swan. Layup is no good. Olsen with the rebound. The outlet for Mackenzie Martell. And nobody looking, nobody ready for the pass from Martell. Here comes Bruno to the bucket, and Fisher comes in and fouls Bruno. And not a bad foul. I mean, make her go to the line, make a couple free throws rather than have the uncontested layup. It is the 6th foul of the quarter on the Golden Horde, and we suddenly now have 2 officials, by the way. First one, no good from Bruno. On the floor with Swan, Isabella Tucci, Maya Higgins, and Alexis Smith for North Warren. Second one's good. Ella Olsen, Melanie Fisher, Lily Olsen, Mackenzie Martell has just gone off. It's Claire Gould on the floor, and also Jalen Boynton for the Golden Horde. Turnover there for Granville. 9-6, the Golden Horde, minute 40 to go, opening quarter. 2-3 zone here for Granville. They get it to Isabella Tucci. Here's Bruno. Now Higgins. They move the ball around the outside, trying to find gaps in the zone. Ball out of bounds. It'll be Cougars basketball. Higgins will put it in play for Bruno. Bruno dribbles around to the far side of the court, gets it on the baseline for Smith. Here's Higgins, and a turnover. Here come the Golden Horde. Lily Olson finds Claire Gould. Back for Lily Olson, inside for Ella Olson, but the pass too high. And now getting things tied up. Nice aggressive play there, Melody Fisher. And the foul is going to be called on North Warren, as that's going to be called on Lacey Bruno. Checking in for Granville the first time is number 34, Esmeralda Velez. Comes in to Lily Olson, and up and good. Little short baseline shot for Lily Olson. And it's 11-6, tying the biggest lead of the ball game right now. Granville at 5. On the baseline, here's Swan. Good ball movement here. Left alone for the shot is Bruno for 3. Couldn't get it to go. The rebound pulled down by Ella Olson. Here's Gould. Gould dribbles to the baseline, has it taken away by Alexis Smith. Here comes Swan with 25 seconds to go for the Cougars. They haven't been able to get Isabella Tucci involved here as much as they would like. They're going to have to find a way to produce some offense here. They attack the baseline, get it to Tucci. Shot up and good. That's their go-to girl. That's who they want to get the basketball to. And that time, a good attack on the baseline. And now a violation on the Golden Horde on the throw-in. And Mackenzie Martell's going to check back in for Claire Gould. And 3.4 seconds to get a shot off here for the Cougars. This is Smith. They want to go to Tucci. It was well defended. Velez comes away with it. And that's going to do it for the opening quarter here in Granville. At the end of one quarter of play in Adirondack League girls basketball here in Granville, our score, the Golden Horde 11 and the North Warren Cougars 8. Tonight's game being brought to you from the Telescope Casual Furniture Broadcast Center. And tonight's game brought to you by Barlow Electric. Barlow Electric Incorporated, fully insured and reasonable. Master Electric license in New York and Vermont. They do generator installation, residential, and commercial work. Call 518-361-0531 for Barlow Electric Incorporated. Speaking of the Barlows, also brought to you by Scarlotta's Car Hop. Scarlotta's Car Hop, nice place I like to stop for lunch during the summer and some ice cream myself. Opening for the 2025 season in March. I, for one, can't wait. Come and enjoy some delicious food and all their ice cream choices. That's Scarlotta's Car Hop, 518-642-2445. And when you're outside on a night like tonight, it can't come soon enough. For most of us, once we get by the holidays, I'm ready for spring, got to be honest. Second quarter here in Granville, 3-point lead for the Golden Horde. Bruno's on the floor with Swan and Isabella Tucci and Alexis Smith and Maya Higgins. Nice high-low action. Swan with the bucket. What a beautiful feed. Swan with the finish. It's a 1-point game. For Granville, it's Lily Olson, Ella Olson, Velez, Boynton, and Martell. And Boynton throws up the shot, and it gets caught between the backboard and the rim. We're going to go to the possession arrow. We're going to have to bring out another ball or some kind of a tool to knock that down. Don't have any cheerleaders here to raise up, and nobody here's got the height to jump up and knock it down. So there they go. Just underway, second quarter, 1 point lead for the Golden Horde. It comes in for Lily Olson. Jumper on the way, no good. Battle for the rebound. And it's going to be North Warren ball on the possession arrow, as Melanie Fisher got tied up there with a couple of the North Warren Cougars. Across midcourt, here's Bruno. Bruno goes high post for Tucci. Wanted to go to Higgins, went off her hands. Here's Lily Olson. Olson stops, puts up the shot, no good. The rebound by Mackenzie Martell. Here's Boynton. Boynton, the runner off glass, no good. Gets her own rebound up and good. Nice job staying with it there by Jalen Boynton. It's back to a 3-point ball game. Here's Bruno. Granville still in that 2-3 zone. Here's Tucci. Nice cut by Higgins, and a whistle and a foul. They get a lot of good stuff against the zone when they go to that high-low action or that high post looking for the cutters. They're doing a pretty good job of attacking it, better than they were at first. So they're starting to get the feel of this 2-3 zone or the Cougars. First shot no good there by Higgins. Oh, rolls off the rim. Olsen tries to save it, and last touched it, so it's going to be Cougars basketball. Off the inbounds play for North Warren. Look to go to the corner. Here's Bruno on the way for three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Boynton. The outlet for Martell. Martell across the timeline. Looks to set up the Golden Horde in their offense. Here's Lily Olson. Gets it on the baseline. A cross-court pass there from Fisher to Martell. She banks it in. And once again, the Golden Horde tying their biggest lead of the game at 5, 15-10. They've led 3 different times by 5 in this ball game. Little backdoor cut. Swan can't get it to go, but the whistle and the foul. And as I said a bit ago, North Warren's starting to pick apart this 2-3 zone with that high-low action there a little bit. They started to get the hang of how to dissect this Granville zone defense. And Swan couldn't get the first one. Foul was on Boynton. The first for Boynton, the second team foul. The second one no good. Battle for the rebound. Olsen's got it. The outlet. Here's Martell. Finds Boynton in the lane. Up and no good. The rebound working hard on the glass there was Fisher. And a whistle and a foul. And it's going to be on Boynton. That's the second foul on Boynton. Third team foul of the second quarter. And back on the floor is Claire Gould for the Golden Horde. And tipped away out of bounds. So it's Swan, Higgins, Smith, Isabella Tucci, and Bruno for North Warren. Boynton, Gould, Martell, Ella Olson, and Fisher for the Golden Horde. Shot by Tucci up, no good. Swan, the rebound, and a whistle and a foul. That looks like it's going to be on Fisher. And if that's correct, that's the third on Fisher. So Keith Beatty having to go deep into his bench here with foul trouble. Fourth team foul of the quarter. And the first one's good for Madison Swan. Second shot by Swan off the back iron. Olsen with the rebound. Outlet down court for Martell. Martell to the baseline for Boynton. And it's going to go out of bounds off of Swan. And back in is going to be Esmeralda Velez for Granville. Looking to get it in. They want to come in for Olsen. It was tipped away. They'll still be Granville basketball. 5:45 to go in the half. 15-11 Golden Horde here from the Telescope Casual Furniture Broadcast Center. Velez shot up and no good. Gets it back. Second attempt up and good. So Esmeralda Velez with the bucket. And it's the biggest lead of the game at 6 for the Golden Horde. 17-11. Bruno puts it in play for Higgins. Back for Bruno on the way for 3. No good. Velez had the rebound. It's going to go deep into the backcourt. Claire Gould tries to chase it down, but it's going to be last touch by Granville. It'll be Cougars basketball right in front of their bench. Right down below us here. Maya Higgins puts it in play for Lacey Bruno. Still the 2-3 zone. Here's Higgins. Goes high post for Tucci. Tucci puts the ball on the floor. Goes on the attack. Shot no good. Her own rebound. No good again. This time fouled. And this is going to be against Ella Olson, her second. So the foul's really racking up here for Keith Beatty's team. And the first shot by Isabella Tucci is short off the front of the rim. 6-point lead for Granville. Second one no good. Olsen's got to have double digits, I think, or close to it in rebounds already. She has been getting a lot of boards here in this ball game. Here's Gould, finds Olsen. Olsen goes up, shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Bruno. Here comes Bruno, one-on-one with Gould. Takes it to the wing, foul line extended right side. Now Higgins back for Bruno. They go to Tucci at the high post. Turnaround jumper halfway down and out, no good. The rebound pulled down by the Cougars, but Smith falls to the floor and gets called for the traveling violation. 4:40 to go before halftime. A 6-point lead for the Golden Horde. Here's Martell. Now Gould. Back for Martell. Boynton. Good ball movement here by Granville. Velez going to let it go for the baseline. No good. The rebound by Gould had her shot blocked by Alexis Smith, and now a whistle and a foul on Boynton, and that's going to be her third, I believe. So already in the bonus, not even quite halfway through the quarter, is North Warren. So we'll see if that can help them slice into the 6-point deficit. They've struggled from the line in this first half. And the first shot, no good by Isabella Tucci. This has been an Achilles heel here in this first half for the Cougars. Tucci's second shot, no good. And that was last touched by Swan. It'll be Granville basketball. Little full court pressure here by Higgins. They're going to throw over the top for Boynton. I think if you're Keith Beatty, you just want to survive this half right now with this lead. And then get your players that are in foul trouble back out there. The shot no good from Velez. Boynton the rebound. Held ball. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Golden Horde of Granville. Mackenzie Martell is going to put it in play on the baseline. Comes in for Velez. Jumper's on the way. Halfway down and out. No good. Battle for the rebound. Boynton had it stripped, and it's taken away here by Isabella Tucci. Tucci looking to go coast to coast. The runner, no good. Gets her own putback, no good. Gets her own rebound again, and a whistle and a foul. And that one's going to be on Ella Olson, her third. The shot no good. North Warren being just hurt badly by not being able to knock down free throws. Granville has fouled a lot. Basically everybody in the starting five and some of the bench in foul trouble for the Golden Horde. But North Warren has not been able to cash it in. Here's Swan attacking the baseline. Makes the nice pass for Tucci. Up and good. Beautiful work right there from Madison Swan to Isabella Tucci. And it's 17-13 Horde. Here's Boynton. Pass deflected. Scramble for the ball. And Keith Beatty is going to take a timeout. 3:22 to go in the opening half here in Granville. Our score, the Golden Horde 17, North Warren 13. This is high school basketball on Nivet Media Sports, coming to you live from the Telescope Casual Furniture Broadcast Center in Granville tonight. And tonight's game brought to you by Fred's Granville Pharmacy. Fred's Granville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, dedicated to the unique community they've served since 2015. Located in the Big Lots Plaza in Granville. Call 518-642-3733 for Fred's Granville Pharmacy. Glad to have Fred's on board with us once again. Of course, Fred's a sponsor with us for football season as well. And tonight's game being brought to you from the Telescope Casual Furniture Manufacturing Broadcast Center tonight in Granville. And Telescope Casual Furniture Manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture. Here's Boynton out of the timeout, short on that shot. And here's Higgins, and Boynton takes it away. Down court for Martell, kicks it out. Esmeralda Velez, no good. Here's Bruno. Bruno lost the handle. Now finds Higgins. Tucci attacks the baseline. Goes inside for Alexis Smith. Her shot up, no good. Swan working hard on the offensive glass. Back for Smith, had it stripped. And we're going to have a held ball situation. Possession arrow favors North Warren. Putting it in play is Bruno. Gets it in for Tucci. And a whistle and a foul. It's on Esmeralda Velez. And that's the first on Velez. Here's Isabella Tucci. And gets the first one. Keep saying 5 team fouls up there. They don't move it up. Must be after the 5 because you're in the bonus, so it doesn't matter. Second shot banked in. Paige Taylor is going to re-enter here. Oh, we got subs coming in. We got too many people on the floor right now. 17-15 Golden Horde. Lily Olson will check out in favor of Paige Taylor. Mackenzie Martell deliberately brings it up to the timeline. Her team with a 2-point lead. Throws over the top for Boynton. Wide open. Layup up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Tucci. Tucci across midcourt. Finds Bruno. Now for Higgins. They wanted to go high post. Nothing was there. Now they go to the high post. And it's a 3-second violation. So once again, bringing it up is going to be Mackenzie Martell for the Golden Horde. Finds Gould. Wanted to go down low for Velez. Looks to penetrate in the lane. Here's Velez. Gets caught up. Moves the ball. Boynton, baseline jumper. Blocked by Swan. Boynton gets it back up and good. Nice job staying with it there by Boynton. Missing the shot, getting the block by Swan, and then going right back after it. Here's Swan at the other end. Too far underneath the rim. Caught the bottom of the rim with that shot. Under 2 minutes to play, a 4-point lead for the Golden Horde. Caroline Gould, Boynton, baseline, no good. Rebound by Tucci. A leak out here for Swan. Getting back is Martell. Lots of contact. They're going to call the offensive foul. Well, the only thing I can say about that is she might have lowered the shoulder a little bit. Definitely was not proper position to draw a charge. Definitely didn't have the feet set. But what people don't understand sometimes, it doesn't matter if you lower the shoulder, and I think that's the way the officials correctly called that. Here's Taylor on the way for a three, no good. Gould, the rebound, finds Taylor. Now Martell. Martell's to get in the paint, kicks it out. Boynton's going to attack the baseline, lost her footing, ball comes loose. Tucci laying on the ball with her back. And we're going to go to the possession arrow. Tucci just actually said it. The ball was caught behind my back. You could hear her say it. Minute 15 to go. 4-point lead for the Golden Horde here. Second quarter in Granville from the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center. They wanted to go to the high post. Velez got the hand in there. They tried to go to Swan. Caroline Gould runs this one down. Jumper on the way from Taylor. No good. Rebound for Tucci. Tucci also has to have a ton of rebounds. Here's Bruno. Finds Higgins. Now back for Bruno. On the baseline, they go for Swan. Hounded over there by Paige Taylor. Not sure if Taylor has two or three. Several Granville players have three. Here's Isabella Tucci. Shot blocked there by Esmeralda Velez. About a 7-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Here in the final seconds of the half. Swan had her hands on that one. It's going to end up being North Warren basketball. So the shot clock now off. 24.8 to go in the half. Here's Bruno. Boynton jumps out, tries to get the steal. Goes out of bounds with 17.9 to go. No fouls to give here from the Golden Horde. Cougars have been in the bonus since the midway point of the quarter. Here's Tucci. Shot up, no good. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Cougars. 4-point lead for the Horde. 11.6 to go. Higgins got her hands on that. Here comes Gould. Gould kicks it up for Taylor with 5 seconds. Martell on the way. A deep three, and she got it. Mackenzie Martell bangs one from downtown at the end of the second quarter and gives the Golden Horde their biggest lead in the ball game at 22-15. And North Warren's got to feel just a little shell-shocked right now. Really, the main bulk of this offense for Granville has been from Olsen and Taylor. And Martell lets one go from deep and buries it as time expires in the second quarter. And as we go to halftime here in Granville, our score, the Granville Golden Horde 22, the North Warren Cougars 15. Adirondack League girls basketball from the Telescope Casual Furniture Broadcast Center here on Nivet Media Sports. down a big shot as time expired. As we start the third quarter, it's the starting five: Martell, Gould, Ella Olson. As to the bucket is Gould. Also out there is Melanie Fisher and Paige Taylor. On the floor for North Warren, it's Swan and Isabella Tucci, Bruno, Smith, and Higgins. They've pretty much gone with this five. Here's Isabella Tucci. Now for Higgins. And we're going to have a 3-second violation. Gianna Tucci started for the Cougars. And that's the fourth, by the way, on Fisher. Several Granville Golden Horde players in foul trouble. That's going to be a factor here. Boynton comes in for Fisher. Cross-court pass, dangerous, but Gould gets it. Here's Taylor with 15 on the shot clock. Martell feeling it after hitting that big shot at the buzzer, but can't get that one to go straight on. And here comes Bruno for Swan. Swan looks to go on the baseline. Cut off by Olson, finds Tucci. Shot up, no good. Batted around, goes out of bounds. Trying to save it was Higgins. It's going to be Granville basketball. Tonight's game also brought to you by the Pine Grove Motel, Barlow Electrics, Carlotta's Car Hop, and Fred's Hometown Pharmacy here in Granville. Glad to have them helping to bring high school basketball your way here in the 2024-25 season. Olsen shot blocked there by Tucci. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Granville basketball. Martell will trigger it from underneath the basket. Has Gould on the baseline. On the other baseline, Taylor left wide open. Three, good. You get Taylor that much space, she's going to knock it down more times than not. That's the biggest lead in the first double-digit lead of the ball game at 25-15. Here's Swan, and she was tripped up on the way in. Nice sportsmanship there by Taylor. And is that Taylor's third? It's her third. They did a good job of protecting Taylor with 2 fouls in the first half. Comes in for Tucci, blocked by Olson, and goes out of bounds. It'll be North Warren basketball. Comes in, kicked out. Bruno on the way for 3, no good. It's going to be North Warren ball. Last touch by the Golden Horde. Alexis Smith will put it in play here for the Cougars. Comes in on the baseline for Bruno. Bruno back for Swan. Swan goes on the attack. Finds Tucci. Turnaround jumper short. The rebound by Smith. Got it to Higgins. Higgins tied up with Gould. And we're going to have a held ball. The possession arrow favors the Cougars. Gould used to the contact from her field hockey prowess. They lob it in for Tucci. Too strong. Here's Martell. Martell ahead of the field. Coast to coast. Couldn't get the layup to go. The rebound by Addison Swan. Here comes Swan the other way. 10-point lead for the Golden Horde. 2 minutes into the third quarter. Bruno on the way for 3. Good! Lacey Bruno knocks down the 3. Slices the Cougar deficit to 7. Here's Taylor wanting to answer. Too strong. Gould had the rebound. Gets tied up with Smith. Possession arrow will favor the Golden Horde of Granville. Once again, Martell will put it in play. Comes in for Olson. Up off the glass. Too strong. Bruno had the rebound. Taylor knocked it away. Now knocks it out of the hands of Smith. Still going to be North Warren basketball. 5.5 to go, third quarter, 7-point lead for the Golden Horde here. Adirondack League action, girls basketball on a Friday night in Granville. Here's Tucci. Wanted to go to Swan on the back door. Left it for Smith. Swan wanted the 3 and switched hands with it. And that's a double dribble. North Warren's lucky that they don't have the foul trouble that Granville has because they've only used 6 players in the ball game, and we have not seen Gianna Tucci since very early in this ball game. They've pretty much stuck with this 5. Taylor, Martell, no good. Bruno had the rebound bounce away from her. Here's Swan. Swan with a nice move, up and good. Nice move in the open court by Addison Swan, and it's a 5-0 run for the Cougars. They're within 5. Taylor for Olsen. Lost the handle. Here's Higgins. Higgins finds Bruno. Bruno settles things. Addison Swan looks to go on the baseline. Finds Tucci. No good. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Golden Horde. Foul shots have been the nemesis of North Warren tonight. Comes in for Tucci. And fouled immediately. And that's going to be Boynton. I think that's Boynton's 4th. So the foul woes continue here for Keith Beatty's club. It is the 4th on Boynton. 3rd team foul of the 3rd quarter, and that's going to get Esmeralda Velez off the bench for Boynton. Comes in for Tucci, kicks it out. Bruno inside the arc, no good. Long rebound. Higgins runs it down, lost the handle. Here's Taylor. Taylor finds Martell. Shot up, no good. And a jump ball. And the possession arrow should favor the Cougars here, and it does. So a chance for the Cougars to extend that 5-0 run and get closer here. Here's Bruno, still the 2-3 zone for Granville. Swan loves that baseline. Goes on the attack, shot no good. Bruno had the rebound. I thought that went off Bruno's leg. They're going to say it's North Wall, but it looked like it got off Bruno's leg right at the very end. That's going to get Lily Olsen up off the bench here. She's going to come in for Gould. On the inbounds. Comes in for Bruno on the baseline. Inside for Tucci. Tucci, strong attack. Shot no good. Olsen got a piece of it. Swan up and good. Addison Swan, she loves that baseline. She makes her living down there. And it's 25-22. A 7-0 run for the Cougars. On the baseline, Velez went to Martell, couldn't handle it. 3.5 to go in the 3rd. The Cougars on a run. They've sliced a 10-point deficit to 3 with this 7-0 spurt. Here's Tucci. Finds Bruno. Lurking on the baseline against Swan. Inside for Smith. No good. And a held ball. The possession arrow favors Granville. North Warren certainly getting their opportunities inside. Just need to finish, really. Here's Martell. Finds Taylor. Taylor on the baseline for Velez. Tucci doing a very good job on Olsen. They tried to throw over the top, and Swan had it knocked away. Tucci's strong. Olsen has the height advantage, but Tucci is strong in that post position, doing a great job defensively. Here's Higgins. Finds Smith. Smith, one dribble. Shot up and good. Alexis Smith with the bucket. It's a 9-0 run. It's a 25-24 ball game. And now the steal by Smith. Smith to give the Cougars the lead. And she traveled. And Granville's going to take a timeout. 2.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's Granville 25 and North Warren 24. We're going to tell you right now about the Pine Grove Motel, one of our fine sponsors for high school basketball this year here at Nivet Media Sports. The Pine Grove Motel with newly renovated rooms that are comfortable and cozy. Pine Grove Motel, located in Granville, New York. Call 518-361-0488 for the Pine Grove Motel. Also, tonight's game brought to you by Barlow Electric. Barlow Electric Incorporated. They are fully insured and reasonable priced. Master electrician, licensed in New York and Vermont. They do generator installation, residential and commercial work. Call 518-361-0531 for Barlow Electric Incorporated. 2.5 minutes to go here in the third. And Granville had a 25-15 lead, I believe, to start the quarter. So it is a 9-0 run to start the quarter here for the Cougars. Granville still looking to get on the board in the third quarter. And they're facing massive foul trouble as well. Here's Martell getting some pressure there from Higgins. This is Lily Olson, cross court, dangerous pass, and it's picked off there by Bruno, but she stepped out of bounds. So Martell will put it in play, comes in for Lily Olson. Now Martell getting the hands on it was Higgins. Here comes Alexis Smith. Smith to the bucket. A lot of contact, no call. Bruno comes away with it. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Swan, the scoop underneath, no good. Tucci with the rebound. Here's Bruno, and she gets the roll, and the Cougars have come all the way back to lead it by one. An 11-0 run here in the third quarter to erase a 25-15 lead. Here's Martell, taken away by Tucci. Now they get tied up, jump ball. And the possession arrow is going to favor North Warren. So 1 point lead for the Cougars. Here's Bruno. Now Smith. Taylor comes out, looks to cut off Swan on that baseline. It was a double touch there, and it's going to be Granville basketball. Taylor comes in for Martell. Back for Martell. Little toss and catch game. Taylor finds Lily Olson. And change the pivot feet there. It's going to be a traveling violation. One point lead for North Warren. Minute 13 to go here, third quarter. Here's Bruno for North Warren. Granville in the 2-3 zone. Swan on the baseline, guarded by Taylor. Here's Smith, kicks it out for Bruno, on the way for three, no good. The rebound by Alexis Smith, up and good. And North Warren with a 3-point lead as we go under a minute to play, third quarter here in Granville. Taylor looking to tie. Got it! Paige Taylor knocks down the three, and a player down for the Cougars. And I think that is Isabella Tucci. And so we have an injury timeout, 43.4 seconds to go here in Granville from the Telescope Casual Furniture Broadcast Center. So silence over the crowd here in Granville at the concern for Isabella Tucci. As she's attended to down on the court. Tie ball game. North Warren had taken a 3-point lead as they opened the third quarter. It was 25-15 at the half. And then they opened the third quarter, did the Cougars on an 11-0 run. And then finally, under a minute to go, Paige Taylor bangs the three to tie this at 28, which was the first points of the quarter for Granville. So taking their time and being cautious here with Isabella Tucci. It looks like they're going to try to help her up here. Hopefully Tucci's okay. Maybe you know, not sure if it's knee or ankle. They're going to look like they're going to help her to the bench area here. Certainly would be a devastating loss for this North Warren team. Such a fine player for the Cougars, and they're going to bring ice over. For Tucci here. And I would speculate we're going to see Jonna Tucci, who started the game, come in, as they've only used 6 players out of the Cougars. So we'll see who comes in. 43.4 seconds to go, third quarter. We're tied at 28 here in Granville. Adirondack League girls basketball. And it's a thriller. Granville had the biggest lead of the game at 10 to start the third quarter at 25-15. North Warren goes on an 11-0 run to take a 3-point lead. Actually, a 13-0 run. Take a 3-point lead. And then Paige Taylor knocks down the 3 to answer, ties it at 28, and that's where we're at right now. So coming in, it will be number 5 for the Cougars. Michaela Rounds, a freshman. So Rounds into the game for North Warren, replacing Tucci. Tied at 28, final minute of play. 34 seconds to go, third quarter. Here's Bruno. Actually, Swan. Rounds, finds Smith. Shot up no good. Here comes Mackenzie Martell. Has Lily Olson with her. Olson shot up with the left hand. In and out. Looked like it was going to go down. Olson battles. They get tied up, her and Swan, I believe. And it's a held ball. Possession arrow favors the Golden Horde. So Swan is going to have to really take over here offensively for the Cougars. Here's Lily Olson. Has an open lane. Shot up off the glass. No good. The rebound, Esmeralda Velez. And a whistle and a foul. With 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Good news for the Cougars fans is Tucci is up walking around trying to walk it off. Looking much better than 2 or 3 minutes ago. And Velez hits the first one to give Granville the lead back by a point. Velez gets them both, and it's 30-28. Final 5 seconds of the third quarter. Here's Bruno. Bruno. And they turn it over. Don't get a shot off there at the end. So we've got 3 quarters in the books here in Granville. Our score at the end of 3, the Granville Golden Horde 30 and the North Warren Cougars 28. Broadcasting live from the Telescope Casual Furniture Broadcast Center tonight in Granville with Nivet Media Sports, Adirondack League girls high school basketball. Tonight's game brought to you by Scarlatta's Car Hop. Scarlatta's Car Hop opening for the 2025 season in March. Come enjoy some delicious food and all their ice cream choices. And there are a lot of them, folks. They've got those milkshakes. Good stuff. That's Scarlatta's Car Hop. Call 518-642-2445, 518-642-2445 for Scarlatta's Car Hop, opening for the season in March. Also by Fred's Granville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, dedicated to the unique community they've served since 2015. You can't miss them, as they're right near our Nivet Media offices, actually, and they're in the Big Lots Plaza in Granville. Call 518-642-3733. That's 518-642-3733 for Fred's Granville Pharmacy. So we start the fourth quarter, 2-point lead for the Golden Horde, and here's a steal. Paige Taylor to Martell, but it's picked off by Bruno. That's actually not a violation. Everybody yells it, but you can dribble as high as you want as long as you don't get your hand underneath the basketball. Often mistaken. Always gets the crowd excited. Here's Bruno on the way for 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Olson. Here comes Mackenzie Martell. for Taylor, knocked away by Alexis Smith. On the floor for the Golden Horde, it is Martell, Gould, Ella Olson, Paige Taylor, and also Melanie Fisher. Here's Taylor on the way for three, no good. Long rebound, Martell corrals it. Here's Martell, finds Gould. Went down to the low post for Fisher. Here's Fisher again. Taylor down low for Olson, lost the handle. And they throw it away. So it's North Warren basketball, down 2, just underway, fourth quarter. Granville led at halftime by 10, but it was a 13-0 run by North Warren to start the third quarter. They took a 3-point lead before Paige Taylor's three tied it up. Swan loses the footing. And Tucci is back out on the bench now. But now he's going to go back to the locker room maybe for a retaping. We'll see. Or a taping at all. Maybe she's going to go out in the hallway and try to test it, do some sprints up and down the hallway. Seems to be walking much better. Granville basketball, 2-point lead, 6:42 to go in the ball game. Comes in for Olson. Now Martell finds Gould. Gould with a quick first step, gets to the bucket, and a whistle and a foul. It's going to be a non-shooting foul. Foul is on Addison Swan, her second. First team foul of the quarter. Jalen Boynton comes back in for Taylor. Olson. And the shot up and good from Melanie Fisher. That's a 4-point game. 32-28 Golden Horde. Very big bucket by Fisher there when they needed it. Here's Rounds. Actually, no. Higgins wants to go inside for Smith. Back out for Rounds. Shot on the way for Bruno for three. No good. Ella Olson with the rebound. Leaves it for Caroline Gould. Gould's going to push it across. Wanted to go to Boynton on the baseline. Knocked away there by Alexis Smith. It'll be a side out here with 6 minutes exactly to go in the ball game. Golden Horde up 4. Here's Fisher. Up no good. Olson the rebound, the putback up and good. So the Horde now on a little bit of a run. And they lead by 6. Here's Higgins. And Melanie Fisher with the steal, but then traveled. Here's Tucci coming back in. We'll see if Isabella Tucci is going to be able to go or not. And she is going to the scorer's table. Or she's not going to the scorer's table. She went to the... Now she's going to the scorer's table. Don't confuse me like this. So we'll see what kind of a factor this plays with Granville leading by 6 as Isabella Tucci has shaken off that maybe ankle injury and is back on the floor and is going to pick up a foul right there. And going to the line is going to be Melanie Fisher. The foul is on Tucci. That's her second, team second of the fourth quarter. And the first shot no good from Fisher. Both teams have struggled at the free throw stripe tonight. Both coaches will be putting their players on the line. Nice box out there by Swan. Alexis Smith ends up with it. Swan down court. Here's Bruno. Bruno to the bucket. No good. A lot of contact. No call. And Fisher comes away with it. Here's Fisher. Has it knocked away from behind by Higgins. And it's going to be Granville basketball. Martell puts it in play for Boynton on the baseline. Trying to reach in and tie it up is Smith. They're going to call a foul. That's going to be the third team foul on the Cougars. Second foul on Smith. Once again, Martell will put it in play. Martell out for Gould at the foul line. Finds Fisher off the glass, no good. The rebound for Higgins. Here's Bruno. Team down 6, 5 minutes to play in the ball game. Smith out for Swan. Swan up, no good. The rebound pulled down by Fisher. Here's Martell, finds Boynton. Boynton looks to get in the paint, had it stripped away. Gould came up with it. Here's Martell. Finds Boynton. Back for Martell, 8 on the shot clock. Down low for Olsen, has it stripped away by Swan. And the foul on Martell. Swan's an athlete, folks, has great anticipation. Read that pass coming all the way. Stepped in there and took it. Real strong play there by Addison Swan. Here's Swan on the baseline. That's her bread and butter. Here's Smith. Has it stripped away by Fisher. And timeout North Warren. And it's going to be a full timeout. So with the North Warren timeout, with 4:13 to go, we'll tell you some more about our sponsors. Of course, tonight's game brought to you live from the Telescope Casual Furniture Broadcast Center. Telescope Casual Furniture manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville. Tonight's game also brought to you by the Pine Grove Motel. Pine Grove Motel has newly renovated rooms, and those rooms are comfortable and cozy for your stay. Pine Grove Motel is located in Granville, New York. Call 518-361-0488 for the Pine Grove Motel. .413 to go in the ball game. 6-point lead for the Golden Horde. They've had a 6-point lead for quite a while here. Neither team has found the basket in a little bit. North Warren with the basketball. They've got 19 on the shot clock. Here's Bruno. Bruno gets a screen there from Higgins. Swan drives the baseline, cut off by Boynton. Back for Bruno. Finds Higgins, 5 on the shot clock. Knocked away out of bounds. Good job defensively there by Fisher. 2 on the shot clock for the Cougars. They haven't shown much three-point prowess. You got to think it's going to be Bruno. Bruno's going to let it go. It's going to be well short. And it's going to be a shot clock violation on North Warren. So Granville ball, 6-point lead, under 4 minutes to play. It's Gould on the court with Martell and Boynton. Fisher, who gets the layup, and Ella Olsen. So back to an 8-point lead. The biggest lead is 10. So Granville's almost got the lead back to where they had it at halftime after that 13-0 North Warren run. Here's Higgins, no good. Tucci, the rebound, shot up, no good. Swan got held on the rebound by Fisher. Is that 5 on Fisher? It is. It's going to be 5 on Melanie Fisher. So Fisher is fouled out with 3:24 to go in the ball game. And coming back in will be Paige Taylor. 36-28 Golden Horde. And they wanted to go in for Swan. And it's a violation on the throw-in by North Warren. So the ball goes back to Granville. Here's Martell. Down court for Taylor. Inside for Olsen. Away by Isabel Tucci. It's going to still be Granville basketball. Comes in for Gould. Finds Boynton. Jumper up, no good. Olsen, the rebound, no good. And we're going to have a foul on the rebound. Loose ball. And that's going to be on Ella Olsen. And for Olsen, that's the 4th. And it's the 3rd team foul of the quarter. Coming up on 3 minutes to play. Cougars down 8. Here's Tucci. Wanted to go high-low to Bruno, defended well. Smith up off the glass, high off the glass, no good. The rebound comes down to Caroline Gould. We go to 3 minutes to play, and it's an 8-point lead for Granville. Here's Boynton, splits two defenders, throws it up off the glass, and good. Boynton's played a big role off the bench for Granville tonight in this ball game, and hits a big shot right there to get it back to 10. Now a steal by Martell. Martell coast to coast lays it up and good. It's the biggest lead of the ball game at 12 for Granville, 40-28. We go under 2.5 to play. Here's Tucci to the bucket and a whistle and a foul. Is that 5 on Olsen? I think it might be. And it is 5 on Ella Olsen. So now Olsen has fouled out, as has also Fisher. So down 2 starters now, Granville, but they're up 12 with 2:15 to go. And no good from Tucci, and that's been an Achilles heel for North Warren tonight. Their free throw shooting. And second one, no good. Rebound pulled down by Boynton. As I said, Boynton's played a role off the bench in this game. Here's Gould. Finds Taylor. Now Martell. Boynton thought about it. Now puts it on the floor. Shot up, no good. Boynton gets her own rebound and traveled. It'll be North Warren ball. So we're going to have a timeout on the floor. 1:57 to go here in Granville. Our score, Granville 40, North Warren 28. This is Adirondack League girls basketball on Nivet Media Sports, coming to you live from the Telescope Casual Furniture Broadcast Center. Tonight's game brought to you by Barlow Electric Incorporated, fully insured and reasonable, master electrician, licensed in New York and Vermont. Generator installation, residential and commercial, 518-361-0531. That's 518-361-0531 for Barlow Electric Incorporated. Tonight's game also brought to you by Scarlatta's Car Hop, opening for the season in March. We can't wait. Opening for the 2025 season in March. Come enjoy some delicious food, all their ice cream choices, and there are a lot of them, folks. That's Scarlatta's Car Hop, 518-642-2445, 518-642-2445. And Fred's Granville Pharmacy. Fred's Granville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy dedicated to the unique community they've served since 2015. In the Big Lots Plaza, 518-642-3733. North Warren with the basketball, lots of work to do. Down 12, under 2 minutes to play. Here's Higgins on the baseline for Swan. Can't handle the pass. Here's Martell. Martell to the bucket. No good. Can't touch it. Yep, she was out of bounds. Had not established inbounds. So here comes North Warren, down 12. Bruno brings it across midcourt. Hounded there by the defense of the lightning quick Mackenzie Martell. Those two in that backcourt. Martell and Gould, dangerous with the sticks on the field hockey field as well. And that's a big-time foul by Boynton. And that might be her 5th. And it is. So another player fouling out. And Coach Keith Beatty's got to be happy to have a 12-point lead right now because they're dropping like flies. 3 players have fouled out here for the Golden Horde. And so we have a timeout on the floor. And you can see Tucci there still limping quite a bit. So got a lot of great high school basketball coming your way. I'll just chat here during this timeout. And we'll keep it right here instead of going to the sponsors. And coming up next weekend, a tradition, I was going to say that's older than I am. I don't think it's that old, but it's pretty darn close. The Granville American Legion Holiday Tournament. next weekend here. Boys basketball, Friday night. And Saturday, we'll have it right here on Nivet Media Sports. And I always say this every year, and when I write an article for the paper, I write this in the article. I have played in the tournament. I have coached in the tournament. I have broadcasted the tournament. I've written stories in the paper on the tournament. So I've done a lot with that tournament over the years. So it's a tournament that I love coming out to it every year. I've actually coached in it in 2 different schools. When I was coaching here in Granville, and I was coaching over in Poultney, Vermont. So been around forever, the Granville American Legion Holiday Tournament. And we'll have it for you next weekend right here on Nivet Media Sports, Friday and Saturday. So at the line, here's Addison Swan. And no good. Down by 12, North Warren's got to be thinking, if we hit foul shots, we probably win this basketball game. Swan, too strong on the second one. Good hustle for the rebound. And they're going to say it's a tie-up. Possession arrow favors Granville with 1:23 to go. They lead by 12. Good pressure defense here by the Cougars. Comes in for Lily Olson. On the court with Gould, Martell, Velez, blocked by Swan. We mentioned earlier the athleticism of Swan. On the inbounds play, it comes in for Gould. Gould finds Martell. Shot clock and game clock, the friend of Granville here. Here's Lily Olson. Finds Martell, 10 to shoot. Martell down the lane, goes to the right hand, no good. Taylor, the rebound, 6 to shoot. Lily Olson, the jumper, no good. The rebound pulled down by Tucci. The outlet for Swan. Swan to the bucket. A whistle and a foul on Caroline Gould. As we have said before, we know the way Gould plays on the field hockey field and plays with that same aggressiveness out here on the basketball court. Really fantastic athlete. That's the second on Gould, fifth team. Swan gets the first one. And gets the second one. 10-point ball game, 46 seconds to play. Here's Martell. Finds Velez. Up and good. It's back to a 12-point game. Coming up on the final 30 seconds here. Higgins. Bruno on the way for 3. Good. Bruno knocks it down, but it might be too little too late. 9-point ball game, 25 seconds to play. Shot clock is off. Granville can dribble it out. And there's the foul by Higgins with 19 to play. This Granville team is an athletic group. I mean, if you watch these girls play other sports, they're an athletic group. Just need to bring the basketball aspect of it around. Martell misses the first one. And when that happens, they'll be tough. Second one good by Martell. Solid group of athletes who've had a lot of success in other sports. So when they put things together here on the hardwood, expect some good things. Here's a turnover. They can dribble it out now with 10 seconds to play. Velez says, forget that. I'm going to the bucket. Lily Olson, the follow, no good. And that is going to do it. The final seconds tick off the clock here in Granville. And the Golden Horde are going to come away with a 43-33 victory in Adirondack League play tonight on their home court, defending their home court against the North Warren Cougars. And it was kind of a seesaw type of battle. They led by 10 at the half. Mackenzie Martell hit that big three-pointer at the end of the half to give them the 15 The 25-15 lead, I should say. And then North Warren opens up the third on a 13-0 run. They take a 3-point lead. Paige Taylor ties it with a 3-pointer, and then Granville took off from there, pulled back away to win it by 10, 43-33. We'd like to remind you that tonight's game has been brought to you live from the Telescope Casual Furniture Broadcast Center, one of our great sponsors, Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville, manufacturing for over 100 years. Also by the Pine Grove Motel of Granville, Barlow Electric of Granville, Scarlato's Car Hop of Granville, and Fred's Hometown Pharmacy, also of Granville. We'll be back with you next Friday and Saturday night. It's the Granville American Legion Christmas Tournament right here at Granville Central School. Make sure you join us for 2 nights of great high school basketball action here after your Christmas celebration this week. That's going to wrap it up here from Granville Central School. Once again, our final score, the Golden Horde come away with the win by a score of 43-33 in Adirondack League play over North Warren. Have a great Christmas, everybody. We'll see you next weekend. This has been high school basketball on Nivett Media Sports.